Good day, everyone.
I was born and raised in Detroit. Growing up there, I saw people like me running things.
This is a courtroom, not a circus, so we're gonna calm down.
I'm sorry.
What I found there was a passion that I didn't know existed.
This is the bottom line.
I'm excited to free fall into the limitless possibilities with we the people. So many are fearful of the law. They think it's something that works against them.
I think you need to begin to accept responsibility for your mistakes.
We are the people.
Madeline Gantulga claims her cheating boyfriend stole money from their joint bank account to pay for his affair.
All rise.
Adrian Thompson says he hooked up with his assistant in the past, but their time together in Vegas was all business.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lauren Lake presiding.
Thank you, Sean.
Good day, everyone. Good day. This is the case of Gantulga versus Thompson. Ms. Gantulga, you are suing Mr. Thompson for $876. You say your ex used your joint bank account to fund his affair and you want the money back.
That is
all
correct.
right. A defendant, you say you don't owe the plaintiff anything.
That is correct, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Gantulga, you say your ex had an affair on you, but used some money of yours?
Yes.
Tell the court what happened. How long were you all together?
So we've been together for 5 years. Everything was going great until the 4th year when he met his assistant, Cecilia. And he said he wanted to do some big work in Vegas so he can get more clients. And he took Cecilia with him as his assistant.
What type of work do you do, Mr. Thompson?
I'm a photographer, Your Honor.
All right. And so you had an assistant you hired named Cecilia.
That is correct.
Okay. And obviously, Ms. Gantulga, you felt like something's up.
Yes, she sent him very flirty text messages. She was very, not shy about her affection towards him. I didn't think anything of it.
And you all were in a 4-year relationship at the time?
That is correct.
That's a lot of nerve.
That is.
She was just complimenting me. I mean, she's a very complimentary person. My love language is words of affirmation. She was just being very nice to me.
She knew your love language as soon as she got hired?
That's important. Yes, Your Honor. It wasn't as soon. We've had her working. She was my
smell
assistant.
a rat.
No, Your Honor. She was my assistant for a good amount of time, and we've grown very close together. And so we talk about.
Yeah,
we were talking
together.
yesterday in court about this work husband, work wife thing. It's getting kind of crazy out here in these streets. So you kind of felt like she became your work wife because she knew your love language?
Not at all. She knew that I was in a relationship, and
work wives know that too.
Right.
Work husbands know you're in a full other relationship outside.
But she knows that I work to provide for we have a joint bank account, so, I work extra hours, long hours, and
so there was nothing going on between you guys?
Not.
This was just Ms. Gantulga just feeling like she was uncomfortable that you had this assistant and you were traveling with her, but you gave her no reason to feel uncomfortable.
There was an incident in the past between me and my assistant. I fired her after that.
Oh, so you had an affair with a previous assistant?
The same one, Your Honor.
And then you hired her back?
I fired her for some time, which I felt was appropriate for the relationship, but in my professional world, it wasn't appropriate to just fire her.
Why?
Because she was an amazing assistant. She helped me do my job and get more money.
No, there are no other people and all these people on this planet that could be an amazing photographer's assistant?
I did replace her with another assistant, but a lot of them were not as competent. I mean, they didn't know me as well.
You got all the answers, Mr. Thompson. You got all the answers.
I do, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Gantulga, how did we get here? $876. You say that he used out of your joint bank account to fund his affair.
That is correct, ma'am. I saw that in the bank statement because Cecilia, the ex-assistant, sent him a text message saying, "I'm so excited to be in the same hotel room with you. I can't wait."
What?
I woke him up right before his flight the night before, and he admitted that he had an affair with her. I convinced him, well, actually pled with him, to please fire her as his assistant, which he said he did. And then 6 months later, I find them at the same event again. I confronted him about it because he wouldn't pick up his phone calls, he wouldn't pick up his text messages. I had to have the hotel transfer me to his room. And then when that happened, Cecilia picked up the phone.
She's my assistant. Of course she's going to answer the phone.
Sleeping in the same room?
We were not sleeping, Your Honor. I had tons of gear. Part of her job is to unload the gear with me, and that's why she was in my room at the time.
But Ms. Gantuga says that she saw a text message that says she's excited to stay in the same room with you.
That was, she took it kind of out of context. She's excited to be in Vegas because that's where the wedding was. And
No, that's not what that means. Nope. So when she answers the phone, what happens? What do you do?
I just hung up. I didn't know what to say. I couldn't say anything, but that's when I knew for sure that he was with her, spending the night with her.
All right, and so that confirmed your suspicions.
Coming up,
I've been working all these hours, going all over the country, and paying to stay in these hotels and stuff, and now she's suing me.
Poor Mr. Thompson working hard and staying in these hotels with these assistants. Poor thing.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Emmy-nominated We the People with Judge Lauren Lake. We're back with the case of Madeline Gantulga, who brought Adrian Thompson to court over stolen money and a secret affair.
How do we get to the $876? What happens?
Because that's the amount that I found he took out of our joint savings account to spend the night at the hotel. And I want that money back.
I thought this was a business trip.
It was, Your Honor.
Why is the money coming out of the joint savings account? Shouldn't it come out of your company account?
No, so our joint account is, my business is a part of that. That's kind of why we opened it, because I travel for work and part of my expenses on that agreement.
So you use your personal bank account for some business expenses, but you just earmark those things.
It's not really a personal one. It was a joint account between the both of us. The reason why we opened it was because of my business. So it was really business spearheaded.
Why did you need to be on the joint bank account for his business, Ms. Gantulga?
Because the original agreement we had wasn't that it was a business account, it was just a joint account for travel.
And what was the agreement you all made?
The agreement was that that account would be funded for our hotel, flights, and food expenses.
All right, and so this was an agreement that you were going to use this bank account as a travel account?
Yes.
And what was the contributions that was to be made to that account?
So far, I know I put half of what was in that account, and I believe he put half very recently.
And what was the total of that in the account? What is your half you put in?
I put in $5,000.
$5,000. And then at some point, Mr. Thompson put in $5,000?
I believe so.
I put in way more, Your Honor. She works at a diner at home. I work extra hours traveling, and so it's not even 50-50.
Do you have any proof of this agreement and of the funds that were in this account? Did either of you bring that?
Yes, ma'am.
May I see that, please?
Take that.
Joint account agreement. Oh, wow, you actually made a written agreement. This is great.
Yeah.
We both agree that our joint account will only be used for the following: household expenses, groceries, rent, anything for the house, and travel expenses, hotels, flights, foods, etc. This is your signature, Mr. Thompson?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. This is one thing I can say. I like the fact that you all did a written agreement about what you're going to do. I'm a firm believer that I know we've gotten all techie now, but I still do. Even with my 13-year-old son, if I make an agreement with him, we're going to do a contract, and you're going to sign. Then when you breach, I don't have to say, remember we had discussed, and then suddenly we got amnesia. And this is a receipt for the amount, of the hotel, the $876. All right, so it seems like you all had a clear understanding as to what you were going to do. Was there a certain amount you all were supposed to deposit each month?
No, Your Honor. Whenever I worked, it would directly go into the account. So it's what helps pay the bills. It's what helps put the food in the fridge. You know, it's what keeps the lights on. So I'm working all these hours.
Started working.
Imagine how I feel. I've been working all these hours, going all over the country and paying to stay in these hotels and stuff, and now she's suing me.
Poor Mr. Thompson working hard and staying in these hotels with these assistants, and these assistants know his love language and answer the telephone. Poor thing.
It's important
to have a good relationship. This sounds like a terrible life for you.
I'm working a lot, Your Honor. I'm working a lot. And
So you really felt like your girlfriend was overreacting. You felt like you had an assistant that was efficient and competent, but you had already been caught with the assistant.
right, so I understand, you know, I felt bad when that happened.
So
And
why'd you hire her back?
so she's based in Las Vegas. So I was in Las Vegas. I couldn't get another assistant in time, and she was available, so she came in and
To
filled the
assist
void.
on that particular job.
On that particular
That's
job.
why she was so excited to stay in the hotel room with him.
Exactly. She hadn't seen me in a long time, so it was nice to reconnect.
Reconnect.
Connect. That's a networking word. That's
She
professional.
stayed in the same hotel room with him while he said she was not his assistant anymore.
She didn't stay the night. She did what
You
I
say
had
she
my
didn't
gear.
stay the night.
Did you get her own room, or did she, as an assistant, did she have to pay for her own room?
She lives in the area, so she didn't
So
even
she-
stay the
she
night.
went back
She
home
went
at
back
night.
home. She finished the job, which was to
Okay.
deliver the gear, and then she went home.
So you contributed $5,000 to this account. Can you show any proof, or can you confirm with the plaintiff how much do you think you contributed to this account?
I contributed more than $5,000. There's no proof that I have that of my contributions, but if you just compare our
Okay,
incomes,
see, that's when you go wrong. I already think you've been talking a little bit too fast, and some of your dots don't connect. But when you tell me that you got enough sense to know what your love language is, but you ain't got enough sense to know how much money you've deposited into a travel account, now I know you lying. See, I love when people know too much, but then don't know the one thing they need to know. And most importantly, you would know how to get that information and bring it to court so you could prove how much you put in there.
I'm here to disprove that she's accusing me of using these funds to create an affair.
Coming up,
Mr. Thompson could use the funds that were in the joint account to buy travel expenses, including hotel. Now, of course, you would think that you would know that that doesn't mean I want you sleeping with your assistant.
you're watching Emmy-nominated We the People with Judge Lauren Lake. We're back with the case of Madeline Gantulga, who brought Adrian Thompson to court over stolen money and a secret affair.
You have some evidence? Let me see.
My evidence is the joint agreement, which says that the travel expenses, hotels, flights, and food are covered, that we both signed for.
But
That's
do you
what it's
have any
for.
evidence about how much you put in that account?
I do not, Your Honor.
Okay. This court is charged with first determining, did you all have an agreement? The good thing is it's clear that you did, because you wrote it down and you executed it. And that agreement does say household expenses, travel, hotels, flights, food. Both of you agreed in open court. Doesn't matter if it's personal or professional. So truthfully, Ms. Gantulga, Mr. Thompson could use the funds that were in the joint account to buy travel expenses, including hotel. Now, of course, you would think that you would know that that doesn't mean I want you sleeping with your assistant, but that's not in the agreement, and the agreement just says he can use it for those expenses. That is true. What this court understands that in the state of Colorado where you live, if you have a joint account, you are entitled to the net contributions you've made to that account. Meaning, just because you put in $5,000 and he puts in $2,000 and the $7,000 total, you both aren't entitled to $3,500 of it or entitled to use the whole of it. You're only entitled to use the net contribution that you put in, which is why I kept asking you, how much did you put in?
Coming up,
But I think the real question of the day is not how much money was in that account. I think what we really want to know is, was he in that hotel room with his assistant?
you're watching Emmy-nominated We the People with Judge Lauren Lake. We're back with the case of Madeline Gantulga, who brought Adrian Thompson to court over stolen money and a secret affair.
I don't know how you all come to court suing about something. You have enough sense to have an agreement about what you're gonna put and what you're gonna use the account for, but nobody came in here with a bank account record. So why didn't either of you bring your bank account records?
Because that's not true. She doesn't put $5,000 in. I put in most of it. We know that.
Your Honor,
so she
we
can't
met
prove
5 years
she
ago.
Can't prove it.
I was working full-time at the diner, contributing to our expenses. He didn't start working until a year ago.
Well, look, he's got the right under the agreement to pull the $876 out. Now, if he wants to be a creep about it and go sleep with his assistant while he did it, what can we do with that? But the truth is, if he's deposited $876 or more into the account and it's there, he has a right to pull that out. Would you say in court today that he's deposited $876 in that account over the course of these years or more?
Maybe a little bit more.
Great, so then he has a right to pull it out. I have to dismiss your case. Judgment for the defendant on that. But what I think the real question of the day is not how much money was in that account. I think what we really want to know is, was he in that hotel room with his assistant?
We don't need it. You already awarded the case, so.
Oh!
I mean,
You ready to go now?
Thank you, Your Honor.
We administered a lie detector test on the defendant because that's really the question of the day.
Is that necessary? I mean.
We asked the question to the defendant, did you, Adrian Thompson, have an affair with your assistant in Las Vegas, and did she stay in your hotel room? Your answer was no. And the lie detector determined.
Judge Lake's verdict when We the People returns. You're watching Emmy-nominated We the People with Judge Lauren Lake.
Did you, Adrian Thompson, have an affair with your assistant in Las Vegas, and did she stay in your hotel room? The lie detector determined that was a lie.
She stayed with me, but she didn't spend the night. I mean, she stayed
I think he's a
there.
pathological liar. I'm so sorry, ma'am. He lies about everything. I've been working and running
Don't
this relationship.
apologize to me. Save yourself. Save yourself. So I know that's always probably been going through your mind. And I'll give you this, Mr. Thompson. You a fast talker. Like I said, even for a person like me who makes their living listening to people talk and deciding whether or not it's credible. Oh, boy, you got the gift of gab.
Thank you.
But I had to call you out on it. You didn't understand, and you didn't have the answers to the questions you needed to have answers to. So for me, your credibility was already out the water. So at this point, I cannot award you your $876, plaintiff, but what I can say is I've given you the answer you need to move on in the ways you need to move on. I wish you all the very best. Court is adjourned.
Thank
All
you.
rise.
Judge Lake has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's case is dismissed.
Any final thoughts with each other?
Adrian, I hope you find whatever you're looking for because I'm ready to move on.
I understand. I'm sorry. I mean, I wish you the best and hope you find someone more loyal than me, I guess.
Please follow me this way.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.